I just wonder if you ever thought that you would still be getting threats like that, credible threats against your life, even now, 2 years out of government service.
You know, it's very interesting. It's a pattern, Caitlan, that whenever somebody gets up, whether it's a news media, you know, Fox News does it a lot, or it's somebody in the Congress who gets up and makes a public statement that I'm responsible for the deaths of X number of people because of policies or some crazy idea that I created the virus. Immediately, it's like clockwork, the death threats go way up. So that's the reason why I'm still getting death threats. When you have performances like that unusual performance by Marjorie Taylor Greene in today's hearing, those are the kind of things that drive up the death threats, because there are a segment of the population out there that believe that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can add this to the long list of things that are driving death threats against doctors and bureaucrats and politicians, governors who do lockdowns or whatever, witnesses or jurors in legal proceedings. It's all incitement.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
And it has to be at this point, because nothing can be an honest conversation where we disagree about the substance or about policy and then we hash it out. They are so QAnon at this point that everything is baby murder and cannibalism. Every Democrat is the Antichrist. Anthony Fauci, somehow in a pandemic that they don't think killed anyone, killed tons of people. And so, yeah, people get worked up when they unfortunately find themselves in the position of respecting and listening to people like Marjorie Greene. Woz, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the sort of vitriol and the animus was ratcheted up way at a much higher level 3 years ago, or obviously 4 years ago. And look, Fauci and the government, I think, made this guy a celebrity and made him one of the faces of the pandemic, and that was for better or for worse. Obviously, this guy shouldn't be receiving death threats for something that we've clearly moved past as a nation. I just wish we could get some ideological consistency from anybody in Washington ever at all, especially Marjorie freaking Taylor Greene.
Yeah, I like, it would have been so simple for everything to be different if Donald Trump had just decided, you know what? Every election, we want to come up with a lethal threat that we can scare people the hell out of and we can campaign on it. If he had just taken the actual lethal threat and said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be the defender of you that I've always said I'm gonna be, but not against stuff that I've made up, caravans and trans teachers or whatever. I'm gonna stop every single American that I can from needlessly dying from this disease. And whatever, it's a Chinese bioweapon. The damn Chinese have sent it here, but I'm gonna make sure that you're protected. He could have done that. They would have gotten in line. He would have won the presidency. Instead, I don't care. I'm not gonna do anything. Whatever, bleach, put a light in your butt. I don't care. Do whatever. We're not gonna take this seriously. And so the right-wing media didn't take it seriously. His acolytes like Marjorie Greene didn't take it seriously. And 4 years later, Marjorie Greene is still every day thinking about and demonizing Anthony Fauci. As you said at the beginning of the segment, I don't think that this is really compelling to people who aren't already on the hook for Marjorie Greene. But again, this is where we're stuck at. She's still in Congress. She can still, for some reason, appear in hearings like this. And because the Republicans have the majority, they can bring in Anthony Fauci for some reason in 2024. I literally don't even know why he's there. Does anyone know why he's there other than to produce sound bites?
Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.